Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, the law of attraction, and how to reach your fucking dreams. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Behrend. Okay. Now, the chapter is gonna be on chapter 12, how to increase your faith. Okay, so this might be a really important one for some of you who are like, man, how do I get faith, right? Now, we're gonna go over what she says. This is a very important one, especially for me. This is something that was resonating with me. That's how you know I'm in alignment, because this is something that was coming up in my mind. And then I read the chapter today, and it was about faith and belief. And then I saw something on YouTube. Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves said something about belief, and my inner self was telling me, "Hey, man, go look at your past successes so you can increase your belief." Okay. Now, before we get started, ask yourself two things. One, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn and apply? Number two, are you ready to be the best version of yourself? Okay. If you are, then let's continue. If you said no to one of those questions, get the fuck out. It's not gonna help you. Okay, you're not gonna learn. You're gonna be challenging me. You're gonna be challenging what Genevieve Behrend says. You're gonna be out in in the stratosphere somewhere thinking about some shit. Just go watch something else. Watch something that makes you laugh, makes you happy, and you'll be good. That's what I recommend. For those of you who are ready to learn, I know learning is uncomfortable. It's fucking uncomfortable. It's growth. So even me reading these chapters, I'm like, oh, I have to fucking read this. But it's a good thing. It's a benefit. It's kind of like eating vegetables sometimes. You know what I mean? If that's what you need to do. Because if you need to burn fat, you probably need to fill up your stomach so you can feel satiated and be at a caloric deficit. But those of us who trying to build muscle and trying to get enough protein in, then we have to eat a lot. Veggies will kind of hinder us in a sense, because it'll take up space where protein could be in our stomachs. But I digress on that. All right, let's get started. Chapter 11, how to increase your faith. Now, I feel like I forgot to do the intro, right? Here, we talk about, if you're new here, because I know we're close to 400 subscribers now. So welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. This is a team. This is a community. Okay, this is a community. We're here, we're learning, we're growing together. Okay. I just happen to be the host. Okay. And the guide. Okay. The guide. Okay. Here's a question she poses that a lot of people tell her. Quote, how can I speak the word of faith when I have little or no faith? She responds, every living thing has faith in something or somebody. Faith is a quality of power which gives the creative energy a corresponding vitality. And the vitality in the word of faith you use causes it to take corresponding physical form. Okay? That was kind of difficult to understand. Okay, let's change faith to confidence. Confidence is that quality of power which gives the creative energy a corresponding vitality. And the vitality in the word of faith you use causes it to take corresponding physical form. So here's what she's saying. Your faith or your confidence in your word or thought is what's giving it that vitality, okay? And that vitality, and then your word or your faith and your confidence, because of your faith and confidence, will cause it to correspond. Okay, that's belief versus, oh, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, right? Same thing, faith and fear, the same shit. Just one is expecting it, one is expecting something bad, which is maybe not having it, okay? And she gives an example, just like of illness. You fear smallpox because you believe it's possible for you, okay? You fear poverty and loneliness because you believe it is possible for you. End quote. Now, Quote, it is the faith which understands that every creation had its birth in the womb of thought words. She puts thought slash words. So I'm confident she's talking about images and words, okay? Images and words, okay? Everything created has a corresponding, well, the lights just went off right now. A corresponding spiritual prototype or a physical, non-physical correspondence, okay? I will say it again. Quote, it is the faith which understands that every creation had its birth in the womb of thought words that gives you dominion over all things, your lesser self included. And this feeling of faith is increased and intensified through observing what it does. Observing what your faith and your belief does. That's where I'm going to talk about how Anthony Edwards talks about belief. Okay. Now, every creation had its birth in the womb of thought words, okay? And these words are what give you the dominion, okay? These thoughts give you dominion over all physical things, okay? Dominion over all things, okay? That's the key word, including your body, okay? That's how you get your body right, because you see it in your mind. You see it in your mind. And I eat hot Cheetos. I drink a beer sometimes, or just one, just with like a meal. It's not something that I do for fun. It's just with a meal. And what else? Candy sometimes. But I understand how the operations of the body work. So I work out and then I eat some candy, or I'm gonna go walk for a long time. I'm gonna eat some candy as I walk, because why? The sugar fills up my glycogen storages again. Okay. Maybe I'm jogging and maybe I jog fast or something. Okay. But if I'm doing like a 30 to maybe an hour cardio, my body's not using the sugar. It's using my fat storages. Okay. Using the fat storages to use the energy for the most part. It uses a little bit of sugar, but for the most part. Okay. So and I understand this stuff. Okay. So my image of my body attracts the knowledge so that I can have the body and still eat things that I love, okay? Still have fun when I eat my food, right? Now, that's just one example, okay? That's just the body. Another one is physique and relationships. Okay. Your belief that it's going to be that way is going to allow it to come into your life physically. It's already in your life, spiritually and mentally, because you're seeing the picture, and spiritually you're understanding the spirit is going through you. And because it's going through you and you're holding that image, it's going to be expressed. Like I said, we express our happiness with a smile. Or you can express sadness and ugliness, meanness with a mug, I could look at you like this and damn, that guy looks mean. Or you can see me like how I usually am, smiling, okay? And as my expressions. Now, spirit doesn't express itself like that. Spirit expresses whatever you give it, and it pops it out physically. Just like a little bird, boop, cracks the shell open and pops up physically. That's how things manifest, okay? Now, that's why she says, observe what it does, not what it does not do for you, okay? Quote, observe what it does. Quote, your constant observation should be of your state of consciousness when you did, not when you hoped you might, but feared it was too good to be true. A lot of times we see the things we want, but we're like, oh, that's just too good to be true. It's not going to happen. You're saying that subconsciously by your vibration, because you're not on the vibration of it. Okay, the vibration of it is assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, like Neville Goddard says. How do you feel now that you have it? So you see yourself with it, and then you feel yourself with it. Now you're in the vibration of it. Now over time, you create thought grooves, and those thought grooves give you that state of mind, state of consciousness of already having. Even though on the physical, it has not been projected in your mind and in spirit, okay, you have the thing you want. Okay, that's why Neville Goddard talks about when Abdullah was helping to manifest. He was saying, Abdullah, I haven't received anything, no money, no sign, right? Like how Tom Shore would say, no sprouting of my seed to go to Barbados to my family. And he goes, you went to Barbados, okay? And you went first class. So it's already done, it already happened. You went to Barbados and you went first class, meaning you, right now, I'm talking to you, you received your manifestation and it came in the best possible way. Like Florence would say, it happened under grace in perfect ways. You received. Okay. Now she also writes this. How did you feel that time when you simply had to bring yourself into a better frame of mind and did, or you had to have a certain thing and got it? Live these experiences over again and again mentally until you really feel in touch with the self which knows and does. And then the best there is yours. Okay, that's very, very powerful right there. I'm going to say that again. Live these experiences over again and again mentally until you really feel in touch with the self which knows and does. And then the best there is yours. For me, I like to remember that I graduated UCLA 2 times, manifested scholarships. Not only at UCLA, but at community college as well. Community college. So, man, the abundance, I didn't worry about it because I just knew I was going to do it. No matter what, I would dedicate my life to it. If I had to, 10, 20 years just to pay off and go to school. But that was what I was going to dedicate myself to because I didn't want to go back to jail. I don't want to go back to prison. Okay. I knew I didn't want to do that. I knew I don't want to be there. I love my family. That's why I want to come back. I want to be loved by my family. Truly. Okay. See, that was me back then. Now, I don't need nobody to love me because I could give myself happiness and contentment through exercise, through reading, to giving back to others, donating money. These feelings are amazing. They're so amazing. Okay? So amazing. So, if you do this, you don't need exterior feelings of affection, feelings of happiness. Because when you give it to yourself, it's going to manifest out here too. But you have an understanding of being poised, okay? Florence will say, none of these things move me. Sometimes things are going to happen where they don't look like they're going your way, but they're really fucking going your way, okay? All your states that you desire are in your mind, and you can create them yourself, okay? This is the game of life. This is the game of life, okay? So here are some examples of how to do this. Get a PDF, maybe with the one with your affirmations and your desires that you have maybe on a Google Doc, or if you have it physically, print this shit out, all your successes, right? Maybe have a photo of you with your degree, have maybe just the bullet points, have some bullet point notes. I have this for women, for like approaches that I've done. I stopped filling it out because I have so many, but I could go back and fill it out. What else? Cars, awards, for sales, things that you're really proud of yourself for getting. And then that you thought it, you went after it, and you achieved it. That is the key, okay? So your constant observation should be of your state of consciousness when you did, not when you hoped you might, but feared it was too good to be true. Like when I went to UCLA and got a education, I knew I was going to do it no matter what. No matter what, I was going to do whatever it took to do it. Think of those times. Same with my Chevy Avalanche. That's my dream truck. It's a beautiful truck. And I would go to dealers and just drive the cars. Go in there and drive them and just enjoy it. So I knew I was going to get it. And I had to get into the feeling of owning the truck. So I had to get into the truck, you know? And that was the mentality. So write down of a time when you succeeded below in the comment section. When you succeeded, comment a time when you succeeded. How were you feeling? What was your frame of mind? How did you think? Okay. With my high school crush, oh my God, Andrea. Oh, fuck, she's so beautiful, so fine. Till this day. And I remember I seen her the first time, fell in love with her. I had to break up with my girlfriend because I wasn't going to cheat on her. Like, it's just not going to happen, you know? It just was not going to do that to her. And I broke up with her, broke up with Stacy, went with Andrea. Just got at her and got at her and got at her and got at her. She denied me so many times, but in my mind, I knew I'm just going to keep on doing it. I didn't really think at that time. I was just like operating like just subconsciously like, okay, I like her. I'm gonna go talk to her. I like her. Oh, I like her. She's right there. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna see if she wants to go watch the game with me. Da, 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 da. And then once you hang out with a girl, like, see, this is me subconsciously. Once I started hanging out with her, she ended up liking me, and then we ended up making out, having sex, getting together, and it's just the natural flow of things, of masculine and feminine and attraction. It's just the natural flow. When you hang out with a woman, you're both attracted to each other, it's gonna happen, okay? That's why us men, we don't like women to go out with other men, because we know how men are. If that man likes you, he's gonna try and seduce you, and the natural flow is gonna be the natural flow. Masculine and feminine are attracted to each other. It's just the way it is. It's just like the sun and the plants. Plants are attracted to the sun, and the sun's attracted to the plants, because it knows it gives it life. It's just an example, right? It's not the perfect example, but let's see a magnet. Let's see a magnet, right? The positive and the negative forces. It's just the way it is. Yeah, and Anthony Edwards. This is the last thing I want to share. So Anthony Edwards, in his last post conference, the post-game conference, he says that in their training camp, right, before the game, they looked at film of how they won. So they were looking at everything they did good, and they saw that they beat the Denver Nuggets, because they had won 2 games and they lost 3 in a row. And this one, they blew them out. They blew out Denver. And he said, the team saw that they believed that they can do it. They saw that they can do it, so they believed in themselves. And there was a shift in the energy in the room when we were watching the tape, because they're remembering that they did it and that it's possible, and their frame of mind. So the coaches did a good job, because they brought them the clips of how good they played and that they beat them. So they got the belief. They got the faith. They got the confidence. Belief, faith, confidence are very synonymous. Okay? Faith means complete confidence. Confidence just means you're assured, self-assured. Okay? Belief is having an understanding. Okay? Exact definition of belief, I don't know. What comment below, but it's probably the same thing as faith. Having complete confidence in something or someone, or in yourself. Having complete confidence. Certainty. Okay? That's just powerful. Okay? Very, very powerful. See, when I woke up, I was thinking about looking at my successes. So I have my successes there. I have a lot of my degrees and scholarships that I got at UCLA and at Mount San Antonio Community College in Walnut, California. But that was coming to my mind, like, Miguel, look at that stuff. Print it out, or just look at it, just look at it. And then I saw Anthony Edwards. I love his confidence. I love how he talks, because that's how I talk. I tell myself, if I set my mind to do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be great at it. The best in the world at it, okay? I'm going to be the best I can, and eventually that's going to be the best in the world. And that's how the frame of mind that I had with going to higher education, going into college. And I think I was like that in all things that I did, but I just really didn't focus when I was younger. But like sports, I was always good at sports. I was always good at like school when I did it, and like when I focused, I like just excelled. I think we're all like that when we focus. Okay, most important, we believe. Okay, we believe in ourselves. If every day just do a little bit to get better and to learn, that's another thing you can do for contentment. Learn something new and apply it. Okay, oh, what you're doing right here, right now. I'm probably giving you that dopamine hit. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Remember, the faith in your thought and word, and knowing that that is what creates physical things, is going to create it. That faith and that understanding. Okay, Bob Proctor, my master, who taught me this stuff, who opened the door for me and brought me in with this information, says knowledge. That's why in this chapter, if you have the book, okay, add faith and understanding. Faith and understanding. Understanding and faith, whichever way. Because you need to understand how these laws work, right? She says, know that thought words create the physical. Thought words create the physical. Okay, thoughts and words create the physical. So, you understand this, have faith in what you're seeing. And whenever you feel negative, shift it back. Shift it back to a high vibration. Okay? So, right now, we have that understanding. Okay? That everything's created by thoughts. I know that the universe, God, is happy that you are recognizing it. Okay? There's only one substance from which all things are made. Okay? That's spirit. Through spirit. And we're getting close to the end of this book, so we're going to be talking about, I'll tell you at the end of this, but we're going to get ready to visualize, okay? Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Expand your stomach and then push it in. Close your eyes. Now, flash the image in your mind, your desire, and know that spirit is flowing through it. Okay? See yourself right now encapsulated in a circle of light. And there's rays of lights flowing through you. You can even see it as mist flowing through you. This is the divine spiritual substance, and you are molding it. You are molding it. Take a deep breath. Run it. Run it again. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Now, open your eyes. Okay. It is yours. Now, stay relaxed, stay cheerful, with cheerful expectancy. Okay. And know that you are working with a higher intelligence. You're working together. You're holding the image, and it is the job of the universal intelligence to do the work, to create the circumstances, the thoughts and the hunches. You just stay chill, stay relaxed, and you'll start getting the ideas, okay? You'll get the ideas. Just like this morning, I woke up and I said, hey, we have to look at my past successes, okay? And then Anthony Edwards talked about, believing, looking at past successes. I read today's book, Believing. Look at your past successes. Think of your frame of mind during that time, okay? Think of the way you were thinking during that time. And yeah, so the next book that I'm going to read is, we have like 3 or 4 more chapters here. So this is very little. See, these chapters are very small, but they're very impactful. Just like the other book that we read, The Game of Life and How to Play It. But the next one is going to be Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. He talks about this thinking substance. It's a spiritual substance. The universe thinks, we think, okay? But he calls it a thinking substance because we can mold it the way we want to into infinite. We're infinite beings, infinite thought. You can have anything you want, okay? And what I read from the Kabbalah, it just brought me to it. It's you and the conversation with God, that your desire. And everyone has different desires, right? Like I like to say, some people like redheads, some people like blondes, brunettes, Asian, Mexican, white, European, etc., etc. We have different likes, okay? I love you. Until next time, if you feel like liking this video, like it. If you feel like commenting, comment whatever you want. If you feel like subscribing, subscribe. And if you want to know when the next videos are coming out, hit the notification button so you'll get notified. And if anyone came to mind, share it with them. I love you. Till next time, peace.